Hi children, welcome to Edu Cub. Today we are with a new video from grade 6 science. Our lesson is unit 5, light and vision. I have divided this lesson into several parts. Now we are discussing the first part. First subtopic is how can we see? During the daytime, we can see things clearly, but we switch on the lights to see them at night. If we close our eyes, we cannot see anything even during the daytime or at night with lights on. So, let's find what requirements should be fulfilled to have vision. We can do an activity by using these things. What we have to do, cut a hole at the center of the lid similar in size of 50-cent coin. Cut another small hole on one side of the box as shown in the figure. Now keep the small objects in the middle of the box and close the lid. Then close the hole on the top of the lid with the 1 rupee coin. First observe the object through the hole at the side of the box. Now tell one of your friends to identify the objects by looking through the same hole. Now take away the coin and direct the light from the torch through the hole. Then observe the object through the hole at the side of the box again. Tell your friend to do the same. Ask whether they can identify the object. Discuss your friend about the difference of the observation taken down when the hole was closed and when the torchlight was directed in. From this activity, you can understand that light is needed to see something clearly. Is only light enough to see an object? Are there any other needs to be completed to see an object clearly? To observe that, we can do this activity. Go to the place with plenty of light. Unfold your hand. Now observe the lines on your palm well. Then close your eyes and keep the hand unchanged. Can you see the same observation which you had when the eyes were open? Even though you close your eyes, the hand still gets light. Then why didn't you see the lines on the palm which you observed when your eyes were opened? To have a good vision, not only light, but also eye is important. The main factors which are needed to see are a source of light and the eye. Our next subtopic is sources of light. The main natural source of light is the sun. At the night, we use bulb, lamps, candles and other artificial sources to get light because there is no sunlight. Other than that, we get light even from the moon and stars at the night. We get light from these objects because they emit light. Such objects which emit light are known as sources of light. Let's discuss luminous and non-luminous objects. We can't see anything when we enter a dark room, but if we light a bulb or a candle, we will be able to see the candle and the bulb as well as other objects in the room. The reason is the light emitted by the candle or the bulb enters our eye. The objects which can produce their own light is called luminous objects. These are the examples for luminous objects. You may have observed organisms like glowworm and firefly produce their own light. There are also some types of mushrooms which emit their light. Think of the same dark room which was mentioned before. We are able to see not only the bulb but also other things such as bed, chair and table after the bulb was lit. But if the bulb was not lit, we won't be able to see them. The reason for this that those objects do not emit light. Such objects which do not emit light are known as non-luminous objects. To get a vision of such an object, a light ray of the luminous object must be fall on it. When we see the bright moon in the night sky, because of this you must have thought that it is luminous object. But moon does not emit its own light. We can see it's a bright object because the rays of light emitted by sun fall on the surface of the moon. So we consider it as a non-luminous object. Not only the moon, but also planets are non-luminous objects too. Our next subtopic is transmission of light through the objects. Glass is used in windows of many houses to get light into the house, but sometimes curtains are used to limit the amount of the light fall on it. In some bathrooms, decorative glasses are used to get light. We use the property of light transmission through the objects in different ways. Let's investigate further about this. We can do this activity by using these things. What we have to do, cut a square of the size 3 cm into 3 cm in the middle of the cardboard. Then light the candle. Now keep each of the things you have gathered in the middle of the hole to cover it. Next, move it towards the flame of the candle and observe the flame through the objects. After doing this practical, you can get these types of observations. I have given you some observations by using black color paper, decorative glass, thin piece of glass. Let's see what are the observations. Black color paper, light and the flame of the candle cannot be seen. Decorative glasses, light can be seen but the flame cannot be clearly seen. Thin piece of glass, both the light and the flame of the candle cannot be seen to the same objects. Now, according to the observations, we can categorize the objects into three groups. First one is light can be clearly seen when looked through some objects. Even the flame of the candle can be clearly seen. Second one, light can we used only solid objects for above activity, but the way light transmits through liquids differ from other. Light transmits through air very easily, and therefore we can see the things around us clearly. But when there is fog in the atmosphere, it is not possible to see things clearly. On the other hand, we can observe different colored fish in tank with clear water. But if the water is dirty and unclear, we cannot see fish clearly. This happens because light travels in different ways through water and air. Let's do this activity to investigate how light travels through liquid. We have to do this activity by using these things. What we have to do, fill the bottle with the liquids, then light the candle. Keep the bottle in front of the candle and observe the flame through the bottle. When we look through some liquids, we can see both objects and light clearly. The reason is that light is transmitted well through such liquids. They are called transparent objects. Glass and transparent colorless polythene are examples for transparent objects. When we look through oil papers, unclear water, colored cellophane papers, although the light can be seen, the objects cannot be clearly seen. Such objects are known as translucent objects. These are the examples. When we look through, most of objects cannot see either light or the object. For the example, cardboard, wood, metal, paper, tar are the examples. These objects are known as opaque objects.